Now, Far Cry 2 is an interesting game in that it is both very, very, very heavy on performance, and also that, in my opinion, it works with Eyefinity, but there's a little bit of something maybe that kinks that need to be worked out that I'll try to demonstrate here on video. Again, a little bit difficult to do with these massive screens in front of me and trying to display an HD web video to you guys. So what we have here is basically the first save house of the game, and one of the things that you'll notice is the items on the side monitors here aren't being stretched. If you look at this display and you kind of look at the size of it on the screen and then pan to it on the primary panel and go to it on this side panel, they're the same size. So it's definitely acting differently rather than Batman or Hawks or Left 4 Dead and those other games that we showed you earlier that were working, in my opinion, perfectly with the technology. Also, this is something we'll have to look at again when we go back to a single monitor configuration, but I feel like we are zoomed in again, much like I described in Batman during the cutscenes, where we seem to be closer in on the image than we should be, and maybe the tops and bottoms of the screen that we're supposed to be seeing are being cut off. I get that feeling here playing Far Cry 2, even though I haven't played this game in a long time, and it's just I get the impression that I'm not seeing everything that I'm supposed to be seeing, as opposed to seeing extras on the side that I'm supposed to be seeing. So here we'll go ahead and leave and kind of walk around the jungle here, and I'll show you it working at least.
All right, Sport, I need you to reconnoiter a UFLL camp further north of your position, an old fishing pier. I want a full inventory of men and materiel. There's no P marked on your map. Head there now.
So you can see that we see our gun on the screen here as well, and we actually, part of the reason I think something is maybe not configured 100% correctly, or maybe it's just different, I haven't gotten a confirmation yet, is that we see part of the gun on the other screen. Now, if you're playing this on a single monitor, obviously that's not going to be the case. So either they designed the gun to be slightly off screen in that regard, or like I'm saying, we're zooming in some fashion. So let me go ahead and get to this new waypoint where we can do some shooting of some enemies. But even though I think there might be a little bit of an issue here, you can see the potential benefits to this game are pretty dramatic, as far as being able to see things off to the side, like being able to see your GPS while still having a full screen of looking where you're going, that type of thing. That's actually it obviously is built into the game basically by accident in this particular case, right? So pretty cool to see. So we'll jump up here. Now they want me to look at my map, but I'd rather just go shoot at things. So this is actually kind of a funny shot here if we get our rocket launcher out and load that baby up. You'll see it actually, the rocket launcher takes up the entirety of the right-hand screen, which is actually, I think, a very, very cool effect, all things considered. So let's wake up this guy. Well, that's not good. So you can see, even though I might have some questions here on how well it's working, it definitely is still working. It's still playable. I had some other friends over playing on this configuration. As you might imagine, we had some, when you said, hey, we're going to go gaming on 3 30-inch monitors, you get a little bit of excitement from your pals in that regard. So we definitely, and those people that came by, they said they enjoyed the game still being played in this fashion. But we'll definitely have some questions and hopefully some answers soon from AMD in this particular title. So that's Far Cry 2. Okay, so what I wanted to show here is Far Cry 2 running not in the Eyefinity mode. So we can kind of get, I can basically see a quick side-by-side as well as the viewer here. We actually, if you're seeing images on these other monitors, they're actually just being cloned. But there is definitely a difference between what you see on a single 2560 by 1600 display versus what you are seeing on 3. And it's definitely zooming in a significant amount. The reasonings for that, I'm not quite sure, but here we'll, just to prove it, you can see how much more of the gun you can see. You actually see all of it. You see your arm and the tattoo on the arm that you did not see at all in the previous showing of Far Cry. And when you pull up the map, you can actually see the entirety of it as well. So there's something that needs to be addressed definitely with Eyefinity in Far Cry 2, and in my guess is in other games as well. So hopefully they'll get that figured out relatively quick. Because this is definitely one of the more, high quality games, very, very popular game, and first person shooters and the like could get a huge advantage from Eyefinity technology if it were implemented correctly. And see here again, with a rocket launcher, you can tell that this entirety of the rocket launcher was on this side. So it's definitely stretching our image as opposed to giving us extra things to look at. So just wanted to show you guys that here.